These meters here help GRU monitor each resident's utility usage every month. But some apartments like Campus Life say if you get too cold, grab a pair of sweats, or if it's too hot in your apartment, wear less clothing. When they aren't fighting crime or fighting fires, the Jacksonville police officers and firefighters are taking it to the ring to raise money for charity. Abandoned houses like this one are subject to criminal activity. According to police, this is the final resting place for the 10th rape victim this month, and police believe the suspect is not acting alone. Ocasio no longer fights in the streets, but now he's using his past experiences to save the lives of children with the assistance of his boxing gloves and his Bible. The national debt is hovering around $14 trillion, and Congress is trying to make a compromise, but House Republicans are seeking to cut Medicare. And as we found out today, senior citizens aren't too keen on that idea. About 4 this morning, an eyewitness says they saw 24-year-old Jerry Saunders walk atop of this Collins Road overpass, leaping off the side, crashing just a few feet away from Interstate 295. Whether it's walking around campus, studying in the computer lab, or grabbing a bite to eat, students are always texting. Here's how some students at the University of Florida answered when asked to describe text messaging in one word.
Convenient.
Easy.
Essential.
Easy.
Fast.
Efficient.
According to the Nielsen Company, students send about 3,000 text messages a day. Here at the University of Florida, teachers are complaining that students are starting to slack. However, students feel that text messaging is the easiest way to communicate. Although text messaging seems to be the dominant way to communicate, some teachers believe it is affecting students' professional writing.
I feel like emails with your instructors should be a little bit more formal than maybe an email to your friend. So that would be where I see texting kind of upsetting student literacy.
But some students at UF say text messaging doesn't really have an effect.
I don't think it affects them at all because when I write my papers, I make sure I'm in an environment where I'm not distracted by my phone or other people. And I feel that when I do write my papers, I write the correct term. I spell out you.
Teachers argue students abbreviate and misspell words because they're so used to using peer-to-peer communication. And they say because of so much texting, students sometimes use text lingo when writing formal papers. While texting is definitely not going anywhere, many teachers are thinking about ways to eliminate the problems. Brittany Jones, WUFT News. Many dream of making the big leagues, but so few turn fantasy into reality. Jonathan Goddard, however, was a man of his word, and he scored big by becoming an All-American linebacker.
That was great. Because, every little kid tells you that, but, how many kids actually do it? So when he finally did make it, it was a really good feeling. It was very good, made very proud.
Goddard's success didn't come easy. He struggled with a learning disability, and many people doubted him, but he managed to beat the odds.
And he proved every one of them wrong because he fought for something he believed in, and he, as hard as it was for him to get through the learning disability, he studied, he worked hard, and he made it.
Goddard was diagnosed with dyslexia, which impaired his ability to read. He enrolled in exceptional student education classes at Ed White High School in Jacksonville, Florida.
And of course, kids made fun of you being an ESE, so he kind of was the protector of all the other kids and stood up for a lot of the kids with learning disabilities and made a difference in the school by doing that.
Despite his academic struggles, Goddard plugged away at his books, and his hard work paid off. He received a scholarship to play football at Marshall University in West Virginia.
He was told that he really would never be able to go to college or to do anything, and he made it.
Goddard went all the way to the NFL. In 2005, he became the first Ed White player to get drafted into the NFL. He was a 6th-round draft pick to the Detroit Lions, and later on, he joined the Super Bowl winning Colts in 2007. But his career ended unexpectedly with the Colorado Rush. On June 14, 2008, Goddard was in a fatal motorcycle accident. He was only 27. His family and friends still cope with his death. Marching over to the NFL, did the Saints go marching in on Sunday with their big Super Bowl win over the Colts. and they are still partying. The #1 Gators defeated the Georgia Bulldogs 41-17 in a big SEC rival matchup this weekend. After a 4-game road trip to Clearwater, the Gator softball team will be hitting the field at home. To some people, Taekwondo is simply just kicking and punching. But to the students here at K-Tiger, it's more than that. It's a sport. They learn healthy competitiveness, goal achievement, and most of all, they have fun.